Hey! My arm like this. Hey! 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 Hi.
Well, today is October 9th,
October 9th.
the Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey! It's October 9th. It's Friday and you made it through the week. Good job. First thing you might notice, things are a little different here down at Hoodie Brothers Studios. One thing we can do now is we can touch the table, and it won't make any feedback noise because we got this little thing here. We upgraded our microphone, so you can't hear crap like that. That is really annoying.
Yeah.
Today's October 9th. Like I said, thank you for joining us. We know that this last week has been kind of weird since we missed that week before. Still working out all the kinks. Now, today is National Cheese Month, as you may not know, and today is National Moldy Cheese Day.
It's also National Pro-Life Cupcake Day.
Not Pro-Life Day. Pro-Life Cupcakes.
Yes.
Not that normal cake, just Pro-Life Cupcakes.
Yeah. Don't get it confused.
Yeah. Oh, and it's also Leif Erikson Day. A lot of people don't know who Leif Erikson is. He was a Viking. He discovered what's believed to be Newfoundland. We don't know if that's the actual location for sure, but it can be assumed since it's a very Viking predominant hereditary, area.
Yeah.
Today we just kind of happened upon it somehow, and we decided it'd be a funny thing to talk about. Is America is a lot cooler than we think. Specifically,
Sometimes.
the presidents.
Yeah.
The presidents are actually really cool. Like, did you know Thomas Jefferson invented the swivel chair? Like, that is one of my favorite things. Like, I just go home and I'm like, oh, this chair doesn't swivel. This chair sucks. Uh-oh.
Mine does. Just kidding.
Anyway, in case you couldn't tell, that was fake. It wasn't very obvious. He's quite the trickster. Anyway, Thomas Jefferson invented the swivel chair. I mean, how cool is that? And it's just like that stuff that you don't really know.
Yeah. A lot of people know that George Washington had wooden teeth.
I didn't know that.
He had false teeth.
Rhino tusk teeth too.
Yeah, he had ivory teeth. Also had gold teeth, but he also had false teeth made out of lead.
Out of lead.
Yep, that's probably not the best thing to put in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's a little dangerous. I mean,
yeah. Probably was.
Unless he's immune to lead somehow.
Might be. He was George Washington.
George Washington was pretty cool. Did you know, like, he liked spelunking? He liked adventuring caves in his free time.
Oh, yeah.
That's not on my list, but I just remembered that right now. That's some improv for you guys.
Wow.
Another thing I have is Herbert Hoover. He was one of those presidents that's like, he wasn't one of the founding fathers, and he wasn't one of the ones that was president in the last 100 years, so you don't really know him. Herbert Hoover, him and his son shared pets. It was 2 pet alligators. And they were allowed to freely roam around the White House, and they were commonly known to interrupt meetings and bite at the feet of people. I think. I mean,
I would assume that would be illegal now.
I wouldn't be very comfortable with that. Well, he's the president. He makes his own laws.
I guess, yeah. Well, John Quincy Adams, every morning, he liked to skinny dip in the main waterway of Washington, D.C.
Oh,
you know, like the one right in front of the Washington
in front
Monument.
of everybody. Wait, in front of Washington Monument?
Yeah, that one.
That one?
Yep.
How far is that from the White House?
I'm not sure.
I'd assume it's like half a mile. So he just like walks there naked. He runs naked down the street.
That's probably
with a hat and an umbrella and boots. But the rest is just naked, and he just runs to that place and jumps in and swims. I didn't know that was where he did his fun times.
Yes.
Now this one's actually just kind of impressive. James A. Garfield, another one of the lesser known presidents, was ambidextrous. I mean, that's somewhat common. I mean, that's not cool. But what you may not know is that he could write, well, he also spoke Greek and Latin, and he could write Greek and Latin at the same time with different hands. Simultaneously, he could free write, not like reciting writing. He could like write brand new material at the same time in two different languages.
Different material, or the same words.
Different words. I don't know. I didn't. But I'd assume different material. I don't know. I didn't check. Okay. I didn't double check. Fair anyway, enough. That doesn't make it any less cool. Yeah. Like, you can't do that, probably. Yeah. If you can, let us know, because we'll bring you to the show and you can do that for us.
Yeah.
What do you got, Trenton?
Well, James Polk is the next
James
president
Polk.
I'll talk about. Yeah. During his campaign, a promise that he gave to everybody was that he wouldn't run for a second term if he was elected.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, I don't know why you'd say that, but
what did he do after that?
He got elected president.
Did he run for a second term?
Nope. He promised them he wouldn't. So,
well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you guys don't know Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor was a president, and his death was a little mysterious, a little out of the box, but I can't really say that because I don't know what it is. And nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows how he died. But what we do know is that it involved a combination of milk and cherries. And that is all we know.
Oh.
And when I looked this up and when I read this, what I pictured is him sitting at a giant table with like a giant tank of milk and like plates upon plates of cherries, and he would just like eat both of them like that just sounds so disgusting as a combination of foods.
I'm guessing he was taking a bath in milk. And maybe some cherries floating.
He was bathing milk?
And he would pluck a cherry out and, eat it. And I'm guessing he choked on a cherry. That's what happened.
Choked on a cherry?
And then, bumped the drain on the bathtub, and it drained out, so they didn't know that he's taking a bath in milk. And then his dog came in and dragged him out of the bathtub and out onto the front lawn, and so they don't know really how it happened.
And, the dog's, trying to help him. Like, come on, wake up!
So they just found him dead in the front lawn. They didn't know how he died.
The dog, drags him to the ER. This man needs a doctor! A doctor!
Dogs can't talk.
Okay.
Well, I got another...
Oh, it's your turn, isn't it?
Yeah. Another story about Zachary Taylor.
Ooh.
Yeah, he had a nickname that a lot of people called him. It was Old Rough and Ready.
Old Rough and Ready.
Yep. Apparently, he got this during the Civil War. I couldn't tell you how, but that's when it happened.
It's a good thing that was his name, because when the dog was in the ER, that's the only thing he could say. Rough and Ready. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was terrible. Do you guys know Andrew Jackson? Of course you do. Everybody knows Andrew Jackson. This is a little bit of a fun fact. He was wasted for his inauguration.
Oh.
You know, the big speech where the whole country watches and you...
become the president?
Yeah, dedicate your life to the presidency. Well, he decided to down a whole bunch of whiskey beforehand and got absolutely wasted and still became president. I mean,
he won the election.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of seems like something you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
In front of the whole country. Yeah, that's all on that one.
I bet he forgot to write his speech and
he just out. Stumbles on stage.
Okay, yeah. Well, Ulysses S. Grant got a $20 speeding ticket while going down Washington Street in D.C.
Okay.
But he was on horseback when he did it. They gave him a ticket while on horseback.
Can you do that?
Apparently.
Can you... Well, did they have cars in Ulysses S. Grant times?
I don't know.
But can you... I don't know. That's kind of weird. How do they gauge how fast your horse is?
With a radar gun?
They don't have cars, but they have radar guns.
Yeah.
My final fact is about not once again. I haven't talked about him. It's another founding father, I think. Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson, he was a very dynamic man. Did a lot in his life. One thing he did is he taught his pet parrot. Well, first he had a parrot, which is already a little extravagant, but he then taught that parrot how to cuss.
Oh.
And this, I don't know, this parrot enjoyed it so much that he cussed all the time, and they had to remove the parrot from his funeral because it would keep swearing during the funeral, like while people were talking about him. Just there's a little parrot in the corner. Just I can't say stuff like that on the show. Anyway, that worked good for the censor, the crow noise. Ah, ah, ah. Anyway, he's doing his little parrot cussing, and someone had to take him out. Not kill him. They had to like take him out of the room.
Yeah, they probably killed him after that.
They just take him out of the room. And that's how they end his funeral, by killing his pet, his beloved parrot.
Okay, well, I got two more.
Two more.
Yeah, Benjamin Harrison.
Never heard of him.
I've never heard of him either. He refused to touch the light switches in the White House. He was the first president to be in the White House with electricity.
Uh-huh.
And he refused to touch the light switches to turn on lights because he was scared of electricity.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Just being scared of lights, but I guess I understand it. They used to think that like electricity would jump out of the outlet and like kill your cat.
They don't do that?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
We just need to convince the audience they don't. Keep them
Oh.
safe for the greater good.
True. Yeah, we'll just cut that part out.
Yes. Anyway, they used to think that electricity would jump out of the outlet and set fires and kill your cat, and your dog would accidentally eat it and have to go to the ER. He has electricity in his stomach. A physical object. Anyway, what's your other one?
Okay, Calvin Coolidge.
Calvin Coolidge.
Yeah, he had a daily ritual in the morning. He would lie in bed and have someone rub his head with Vaseline while he ate breakfast.
While he ate the breakfast?
Yes.
Was he laying down during this whole process?
I don't know. I'd assume he said he was eating breakfast in bed, and he'd have someone... He'd make somebody rub Vaseline on his head.
I mean, nothing goes better with milk and cherries for breakfast than Vaseline on your head.
In bed.
What if every president eats milk or drinks milk and eats cherries, and they just don't tell us about it? Like it's a secret organization.
Well, I'm sure every president has had milk and has had cherries.
Yeah, but that's like at the same time.
Oh.
At the inauguration, they no longer have to swear an oath on the Bible. They have to down cherries and drink milk. And that's like, you're a real president. You're a real presidential material.
Yeah, I guess. That's the only way that's how they win elections.
That's how they
choose
win
the
elections.
one that can stand the most cherries and the most milk at the same time.
It's like those things they do at churches where they have two giant baskets and it's got like the names of two people, and you put your milk and cherries in the basket of the person you want to win. And then he has all those milks and all those cherries to drink over his election.
Oh.
That's how it works. Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Thank you for joining us for our Friday episode. We had fun. We hope you had fun too.
Yep. Be sure to stay tuned for the Pizza Night Friday #2.
Pizza Night Friday is right after this, so just click on the link and go watch it. And make sure to follow us on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to us on here. Make sure to comment on here.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
Add us on Snapchat.
Snapchat. We're starting Snapchat.
Yep.
That'll be fun. Thanks for joining us this Friday. We hope you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow us. And email us your feedback if you want. Comment your feedback if you want. Just whatever. Thanks
for hear from you guys.
Yes, we love your feedback.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.